Here at the home of bass, we look out for those who feel they've been wronged. If you have a tale of musical thievery, fakery, or general dipstickery, then this is a place for your voice to be heard. And the 3 stories we're featuring today are absolutely mental, man. So grab your cheesy nachos and your bag of minstrels and your sugary liquid shite. It's gonna be another hell of a video. Situation, you just got me in a tricky situation. Situation, you just got me in a sticky situation. So that's where other YouTubers might tell you about some poxy mobile game or VPN, but we don't do that sort of thing on this channel. And I'm not just proud of it, I'm smug about it. So please help support me with a donation via the link below, or we have a lovely selection of merch, or if you're as poor as me, just please hit that subscribe button. Okay, so first up we have a story from Louis of the Froot, a psychedelic quartet from Hull. Louis says, we sent a handful of songs from our new album to a handful of labels in May to July 24. The album is released later this month, and it features As Good As It Gets with this guitar intro. The intro to Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga's hit Die With A Smile, released August 24, sounds suspiciously similar. Louis believes his guitar intro was at the very least listened to by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga due to the demos that were sent to various companies, but that it could even be his playing that has been sampled without permission due to the distinctive reverb. So I've put them side by side, panned left and right, and with the Bruno track slowed down slightly. Wowzer, it's definitely very similar. Personally, I don't think it's a sample, but it's definitely possible that they heard the demo and nicked the idea for their song. Both tracks are linked below in the description. Please have a listen and let me know your thoughts. Next up, this story comes from Pete Flood. Pete says, please find attached some screenshots of an ongoing problem of scammers targeting musicians' egos. This particular account, Olivia Eleanor, is targeting small accounts on Instagram and singing their praise, saying that their music is the best thing since sliced bread. Then coming in hot with a promotion scamming. As you can see from the messages, people are clearly being harassed and we are sick of it. I've also included another message, apparently from Eric Clapton's team. I get this sort of thing daily and it's exhausting. I've also been followed by Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins apparently. Could you please use the power of the bass to get some of these little turds off our back? We're here to make music and collaborate with other fantastic musicians. We don't have the money to fork out for promotion and this needs to end. Thanks so much, I hope you found this of interest. I absolutely did. This sort of crap happens all the time, so please look out for that profile and any others that seem suspicious. And now for today's big story. And bloody hell, this is gonna cause a stir. Hi Danny, my name is Riley Byrne. I'm a musician and music producer from New Jersey, USA. My story involves Gojo, an Australian music artist named Marty Zambotto, who I used to work with. He has risen to fame recently by promoting our song Mrs. Hollywood, opening for the Jonas Brothers in an arena in Sydney in 24, where he played Mrs. Hollywood to the pre-recorded track that I wrote and recorded guitars for. And he has recently been selected to represent Australia in Eurovision 25. Long story short, Gojo used my guitar work without my authorization and then passed it off as someone else's work in a viral video. Here we go again. Gojo went viral on the internet while promoting the release of Mrs. Hollywood by posting a TikTok, YouTube and Instagram video featuring a guitarist named Chloe Dad, known from the band May A. That sounds good in my accent. In this video, he staged a skit on the sidewalk where he said best guitar solo wins $50 and 2 passerbys play a guitar solo for him. In the skit, he leads the audience to believe that the audio is really what she played on the sidewalk. In the comments, he implies to the audience that Chloe Dad did the guitar solo in the full recording of the song. The video went absolutely viral. 50+ million views on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, which also blew up the song, 50+ million streams on Spotify, and gave Gojo a large boost in his career as well as global recognition. This is the most viral video that he has made in his career by far, the most streamed Gojo song by far, and his claim to fame. This also gave Chloe Dad a large boost in her social following and her career. She was even invited up on stage with Gojo to play this solo thereafter. The problem is that in the portion of the video where Chloe Dad is playing her solo, the audio is actually the audio of my original solo from the song Mrs. Hollywood by Gojo, which I wrote and recorded in my mum's basement in New Jersey. Well, he could have left that bit out, but respect. Gojo, in this case, inappropriately passed off my work as Chloe Dads in this video without my authorization, and also repeatedly told people in the comments on the video that her solo is in the full version of the song on Spotify. There was no mention of me or the fact that I wrote and recorded the guitar solo that was featured in this viral video and on the full version of the song. To date, there is still no mention of me in these videos. Chloe Dad had no actual involvement in the writing or recording of the song, as there are only 3 people listed in the credits. Gojo still continues to imply repeatedly that Chloe Dad was responsible for my guitar solo in his response to comments on these videos, which resulted in millions of people around the world believing this. Gojo and I made this song together in December of 22 when he asked me to write lead guitar parts for the song. The arrangement for our work together was always simple. I just wanted credit for my work on the music. When Gojo started to prepare for the release of Mrs. Hollywood, he and his manager started treating me differently and tried to change our arrangement so that I wouldn't get any credit on this song, and I would only receive a one-time payment of $200 for my time. I took issue with this as I felt that just receiving credit on this song would be fair, based on the value that my contributions brought to the song. Nonetheless, after failed negotiation attempts, Gojo released the song without ever reaching an agreement with me as to how I would be credited and or compensated. Bastard. At this point, with the lack of an agreement and the video passing off my work as another party's work, I felt the need to get a lawyer, and Gojo agreed to post a corrective video to his socials, which he would post over a year later. They would correct the record by stating that the lead guitars in Mrs. Hollywood were actually written and recorded by me. The corrective video did not go viral, but it did trigger a little bit of a reaction online. The part that hurt from all of this was that Gojo and I were actually friends before this song came out. Losing the friendship broke my heart.
What does my Zoom name say?
Gojo loves you.
That he does, my friend. That he does.
Here's the kicker. I wasn't going to tell my story originally, as I am more of a music maker than an influencer and never went public about this story on social media. However, I was notified by a friend of mine that Gojo blatantly stole an exact social media video concept from another smaller artist from New Jersey called Joe P. Upon hearing that Gojo was exhibiting similar behaviour towards other artists as he had shown to me, I felt more motivated to share my story. Now, I can only share what was given to me. I can't verify the truth on any of this. And of course we would like to hear Gojo's side of the story. But if this does all turn out to be accurate, is this the sort of person you want representing you, Australia? Please let me know your thoughts on this, everyone, and don't forget to share it far and wide. You stay vigilant out there. Don't ever be afraid to tell the truth, and don't take any bollocks off anyone. Goodbye.